means we have a mandate. We have a mandate, and this mandate is not to seek those things, those good things of the earth. Our mandate is to seek God. Once we seek Him, He releases all that we desire. Well, this is easier said than done. Most of us just think that if I seek God, all things shall come my way. No. It takes time. And while it takes time, it doesn't mean it's not happening. Probably you have just not chosen to see the goodness that you are in. And like I've said, blessings are not the material stuff you're looking at. When you are enjoying good health, that's a blessing. When your family is healthy, that's a blessing. When you're receiving favor from people, that's a blessing. And it cannot be bought by money. It cannot be exchanged with a car. It cannot be exchanged with a house. But it is a blessing. These are the things that we should look at as the end goal when we are seeking God, because His promises are yes and amen. Now, if you're trusting in God for things, talk of good health, talk of your kids being sustained in school, talk of anything that seems a mountain to you, try and detach from the expectation of how you want God to do it for you. What do I mean by this? Maybe you are expecting your children to be favored in school, or rather for their fee to be paid. As a matter of fact, your expectation is that God will release money into your hands. Yeah, because it is money that is needed in school. But how about if God touches the heart of that head teacher, that director? How about if God touches the hearts of these people whom you're owing money, just to understand you, just to have favor with you, and to allow your kids to be in school without that fee? That, in a way, God has answered your prayer. While you may have a fixed mindset of God providing money for you, He has already made providence, and that provision is allowing your kids to be in school. That is God just favoring you with the head teacher. And so in most cases, God answers our prayers not in ways that we expect Him to, but He truly answers. The goal here is just to fix your eyes on Him, to seek Him. The goal here is to trust Him, to have faith in Him, and allow Him to do what He does best. Detach yourself from dictating how He's supposed to bless you. Put yourself aside, then let Him do it for you. You might be trusting in God for food. The end goal is for you to get that food. Now, how it will happen, that is God's business. Just seek Him and tell Him the desires of your heart. He knows how to deliver that food to your table. He can use a friend, He can use a neighbor, He can use your relative, He can use your parents, anybody. But at the end of the day, food will be on the table, not by necessarily you having money in your pocket, but food will be on your table. Separate yourself from the outcome. Don't attach yourself to the outcome of how this food is to be found, of how this school fees is to be paid, of how this loan is to be paid. Separate yourself from the outcome. Just seek God and tell Him the desires of your heart. He knows what to do. And mark you, He'll use anything and anybody to deliver what you want. As long as you have placed that faith in Him, He knows whom He will touch. He'll just put a burden in somebody somewhere to bless you. Why? Because you have chosen to trust Him. He will put a burden in your destiny helpers, and they will locate you. Why? Because you have chosen to trust Him. And anybody who is trusted, trust me, he will do more. If you trust God, if you believe that he can do it for you, he will do more. And so this is a challenge to you. This is a challenge to us. To not be weary, to not get overworked, to not get worried about life. Because at the end of the day, there is a way things end up working for our good. Things end up working. Whether you believe or not, things end up working. But it works better if you have put your trust in God, if you have chosen to seek him. I hope this helps, and I am your coach at Lois K. I love you all.